Welcome back. As you know, Thanksgiving is just a little over a month away, but with the help of Chef Anthony, you can start planning early. And you know what? You don't have to do a turkey this year.
No, there's all sorts of alternatives that you can do. Like this morning we're doing a pork roulade. Last week we did a beef roast. It just all depends on what you'd like to do. Now this particular one is the one we started earlier. It's stuffed with cheese, fire roasted red peppers, and some bird's eye peppers for a little bit of kick to them. And then we finished our tie all the way up, and as you can see, it's a nice uniform shape, and everything is set up ready to go. We've tied up the ends. We're good. Now let's start seasoning. So what we have is, I always like to use my favorite seasoning blends, and this is Kinder's. And I'm going to give it a little bit.
Oh, guess what? It has the word jalapeno in it.
Of
Smoked
course.
onion jalapeno.
Of course. Would you expect anything less from me?
No, not at all.
And then this one is one of my new favorites.
What do we have here?
By Tones.
Maple garlic. Oh, perfect for fall.
The kids have gone through 3 bottles of this already in the last month, and they just keep going through more. They absolutely just enjoy it. So we're going to put a little bit on there. And you could season this on the inside before you do it. I don't, because I don't want to overpower it. So, and if you want to go a step further when you do this and create something just a little bit different, you can use mustard as a binder.
Okay.
And just apply it on there liberally. Whoop. You know, it would help if I opened it all the way up.
Brand new container. Hey, and I want to mention this pork loin came from Simon Market.
Yes, the pork loin came from Simon Market, and I was going to do spinach inside of it from Martinez, but I never made it over to pick up my spinach. But you can do like spinach with mozzarella cheese and tomatoes, or basil and mozzarella cheese and tomatoes, anything you want. You can stuff it with cornbread stuffing and diced apples.
So you're just using a basic Dijon mustard?
Yes, just a basic Dijon mustard, and if you want, you can use yellow mustard. I personally prefer the Dijon when I do this, but I'm just coating it right on top.
What does the mustard do with the pork?
I'm going to show you right now.
Okay.
We're going to take some brown sugar.
I mean, like flavoring-wise. Like
flavoring-wise, it adds a little bit of acidity to it, and pork needs that little bit of acidity to help make it just that much better. But mustard particularly, a lot of people say, well, you can do it with mayonnaise or butter. It doesn't come out the same.
See, I've always been traditional and done like the fruity things, mixing like fruits with pork and stuff, but like we're not doing any fruits today. These are vegetables.
These are all vegetables.
And cheese and mustard and now sugar.
Cake the top of it with brown sugar.
Okay, caking it.
Yes.
This is no longer healthy.
Because the brown sugar is going to seep its flavors in, and then as you cut it, the brown sugar is going to flake off, and it adds this nice little beautiful crispy crust on the outside of your pork, and it's just wonderful. Now, the one that we're going to try here in a few minutes does not have the brown sugar because I didn't want to overload you on sugar this morning.
Oh.
You still have work to do, and they don't need to be.
But you know I function on very little sleep, so... Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm jealous of this one. I'm sure the other one's good too, though.
Oh, it's going to be really good. But see, just crust it right on. And don't be afraid of the brown sugar.
And you don't wrap it or anything like that.
No.
It goes straight into
your oven,
like
350 degrees for 45 minutes to an hour. You want to make sure the internal temperature cooks to at least 165 because you have it stuffed. If you use stuffing, if you use cheese and stuff like we've used this time, 145 will work for you. You want to make sure that all the layers of the pork have cooked all the way through.
Yes, you don't want raw meat next to the veggies and stuff.
But just like that, put it onto your rack and send it into the oven, and away you go.
All right, 350 for about how long it usually
45 minutes to an hour, sometimes a little bit longer.
Just watch that temperature.
Watch that temperature on the inside. Make sure you have a really good digital thermometer. Some of the best digital thermometers I buy are about $16, but I buy them from our friends over at Allied. Restaurant Supply over in Joplin, just because I can rely on them to be accurate. You don't have to calibrate them near as often as some of the other ones that you find.
Well, and by the magic of TV, when we come back after the break, you will have a finished roast.
Yes.
I'm excited for that. We'll be right back.